Hey, Gary here. Welcome to AI Blog Day 50. I'm going to jump straight into ChatGPT Plus. I want to take a look at some of the new plugins. The first plugin I'm looking at is SEO, send a URL and keyword and get on a page and get a on-page SEO analysis and insights. The other one I have enabled is SEO Assistant. The SEO Assistant can generate search engine keyword information in order to aid the creation of content. There are others, and if you scroll down to plugin, and they've added this handy dandy search, you can see these are the current SEO plugins. We will take a look at all of them before we get to day 100, I am sure. But I wanted to start with SEO and SEO Assistant to get the ball rolling. Of course, you've seen SEO Core in prior updates. So we'll jump in with the first prompt with those plugins enabled, and I simply ask it, please count the number of blog posts published on universeunriddled.com. It came back and it said, you have published 127 blog posts as of now. Well, I came back and I said, I think you've counted some of the blog posts that are tagged with multiple categories. Please don't list the duplicates when counting the number of posts. Then it came back after it used the SEO plugin again, and it said after removing the duplicates, the website Universe Unriddled has published 84 unique blog posts of now. Well, I know from the simple fact of inside of Google Search Console, I only currently have 65 pages indexed and 49 are not indexed, and that includes posts and pages. And of course, if I was to come inside of my blog post tracker, I have my Amazon Basic blog post, 20 here, 9 posts here for the products post, another 6 posts here for cosmology basics, and then another 30 posts here for space fun facts. So I came back and I said, okay, now please list the posts and URLs and put them in a table. It came back and it said this: I'm sorry for the confusion, but as an AI, I don't have the capability to directly scrape websites or access real-time data from the internet. Of course, you can see that it did not access any of the plugins. So then I reminded it that the fact that it had the plugins that it could use to get the information. And I simply said, use one of the plugins to get the information, please. And then it came back and it said, here are some of the blog posts from the website, Universe Unriddled. Then it gave me a nice little note here. Please note that this is not the complete list of blog posts. For the full list, you can visit the website. Well, thanks. But if I wanted to visit the website and count them myself, I wouldn't be here using a robot to do all this hard work. But moving on, I said, okay, now analyze scary universe facts and tell me how I can get it to rank number 1 in the SERP for the main keyword URL. Of course, if you scroll back up here, I am referring to scary universe facts in the table that it created for me when it scanned the blog post. And of course, here is the link to the post, scary universe facts. Down there in the left-hand corner, you can check that out. It came back and it gave me some suggestions. And then moving on with those suggestions, I said, for number 1, the URL is scary universe facts. Why do you say the main keyword is not in the URL? It then apologized and said that it does contain the main keyword, scary universe facts. This was an oversight in the analysis. It seems that it does this quite a bit when we're talking about these SEO plugins. And it said including the main keyword in the URL is a good practice for SEO. Thank you for pointing that out. I then moved on to a problem that I saw with number 5, where it said there are no internal and external links in the blog post. Or it said there were internal and external links in the blog post. And I came back and said for number 5, there are no internal and external links in the blog post. There are links on the page in the popular post side menu bar, as well as in the top menu bars, but that is not part of the blog post. Can you explain your reasoning? Again, here it apologized and it went through and it said that when it mentioned there are several internal and external links on the page, it was referring to the entire web page, not just the blog post content. However, I understand your focus is on the blog post itself. So then again, I said, okay, well, it made a few mistakes. Moving on. Okay, please recommend prompts to continue to use the plugins I have enabled in this chat to assist me in improving the rankings for this blog post. I said here, use the plugins I have enabled in this chat to remind it that the plugins are enabled. Then it came back and it said, based on the keyword suggestions, here are some steps you can take to improve the ranking. Then it mentioned these keywords and I was like, where did you get those keywords? So I simply said, sorry, what keyword suggestions are you referring to? Again, we're in that same state here using these plugins, and this seems to be the issue. It continuously has to apologize for the confusion, and then it gives me more information, and then it gave me the keywords that it said were recommended by the SEO assistant tool based on the keyword, or the main keyword that this all started with, scary universe facts. So moving on, I did like the suggestion for it to, or the suggestion it gave me for the meta description and the title to improve it based upon those keywords. So then I said, give me a suggestion for a new title, and it did. And then also it gave me a meta description, and I said, those are pretty good. So then moving on, I said, please give me the current blog post title and meta description and your suggestion in a table for easy comparison. Then it gave me the title and meta description. It showed me the current and the suggested title and meta description. And I must say, I do agree that these are better than what I have. So I might update those. But at the end of the day, just having or seeing this conversation that I had with these two SEO assistants, there is a lot of work to be done in the SEO plugins, as well as the fact that the AI is having to continuously apologize for the confusion when using these types of plugins. So again, going back to Chat and ChatGPT-4, when you go ahead and take a look at these plugins, this was SEO and SEO Assistant. Of course, if you go to the plugin store, and I do like the fact that they added this search so you can search for plugins. There are currently SEO, SEO Assistant, SEO.app, SEO Core AI, Speedy Marketing, and Website Performance, as well as this thing called Brainwork. This thing here, or this app here, SEO app, if you click install, it will actually take you to sign up for an account over at SEO app, the website. So that might be interesting, but it's probably a paid tool on the back end, but definitely something to look at when you're here playing around with the plugins, looking at the plugin store, and specifically looking at the plugins that can help you do SEO. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.